The individual tax system in the United States is actually one that's very generous when considering the ways that it gives back to the United States citizens.
Our presentation was about taxes, and individual taxes specifically. I got to briefly talk about TABOR. TABOR basically is limiting government control over raising taxes in Colorado. And it makes it to where for them to raise it, the voters have to vote for it to be raised.
So we discussed the implications of being self-employed, which information shows up on a Schedule C on a tax return. Basically, the two biggest things it deals with is the implications of self-employment tax as well as liability for the individual taxpayer.
With the individual tax return, we highlighted a lot of the different components that are inserted into the computation of a return that include, but are not limited really, to wages, interest income, dividends, how that flows and then is calculated with deductions that you're allowed, and then you have certain exemptions and standard deductions that will allow you an exclusion amount from certain amounts of income being subject to federal income tax rates.
Students end up speaking to what they become confident in the coursework, and what I've seen these three students do, they're all very, very passionate about the area. I think more importantly of law. I think they like the law. We have enough coursework in the School of Business. We teach 5 different tax courses so that they can really reinforce the concepts, and so then it becomes exciting to be able to say, I think I really understand this, and now I have the confidence with which to speak about it, where in other courses you may just touch it so briefly that you don't have that same confidence. To say that you're excited about anything that's business is pretty cool.
I think a lot of the inspiration, or some of the inspiration for their presentation today, had to do with the fact that they all three were very active in participating in our VITA program, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, in which they actually got hands-on experience dealing with every situation that we talked about today: self-employment tax, gambling winnings, gambling losses, some itemized deductions, and so they actually did tax returns that involved all of these items.
The quality of education that we've received here from Adams State University is really unparalleled to any institution in the state or even this region of the country. The tools and resources we've been given to perfect upon our knowledge as well as ability to perform in a tax preparation and tax law setting has developed my colleagues here and I to pursue higher education primarily through a graduate tax program that's offered at the University of Denver, and then from that point, at least I personally will seek a higher education probably through a Juris Doctorate program.
From the experience of tax, I've come to love it, so I want to continue on to University of Denver into the tax law, and I personally plan to start working after the graduate program. But I hope to go on into tax law in some private firm.
Unparalleled as far as academics and education and ability to learn. My future plans kind of go hand in hand with theirs to pursue tax, whether it's in the form of tax law, going as to be a tax attorney, but definitely considering the Denver University in that regard.
Go Grizz!